RyNO-Fails. And right now we're picking back up at our home series. We're in game 2 of our home series, and we're picking up late. It's the 9th inning. Got a save opportunity from Keone Kayla. First batter is Teoscar Hernandez with Kevin Biggio at second base. My expectation for Keela is for him to be as efficient as he has been, going in there, finding the zone, getting some swings, and as I mentioned, that he gets a swing on the first pitch. That's kind of been the MO or mentality of our lineup. Yeah, we've been unfortunate in some of our endeavors as far as the end games, but I'm liking how we attack the zone as a consistent bullpen, like as a consistent bullpen, right? Like going in there, giving us a chance to make plays by not consistently walking a lot of guys. And even when those walks, they're competitive walks, and that's what you ask your bullpen. That's what you ask of your pitching coach for your bullpen. And all of our staff has done such a quality job with our guys. So we're heading into a little bit deeper into the April month, early season. As you can tell, we swept Toronto, which was great. Like I said, early wins are excellent. We got another late game situation to conquer. This time's a little bit more on the offensive side. We have our young guy, Brian Hayes, going for 3 home runs in a game. Now that's excellent, especially a lot of confidence for a young guy. 10 runs is a boatload, especially for our lineup. We just haven't been able to strike gold in that aspect, so to have us be able to do so is excellent. It's excellent. Multi-home run games are a challenge, man. They're very few and far in between as far as, within your career. They happen quite frequently in seasons, upon season. Well, I won't say quite frequently, being that people have like 500 at-bats a season or so, some with more. And you roughly have about 300 or so. I would say that's not a great number in percentage, but in the grand scheme of seeing that amount of multi-home run games, or having that amount of multi-home run games as far as hundreds of them, is still quite a feat. Just in the grand scheme of how challenging it is to just get one home run in a season, or one home run in a week, or whatever the case may be. So to be able to strike gold twice in a game, or 3 times in a game, is exceptional. So we take those wins. We actually scored 20 runs. We scored 24 runs in the 3 of the rubber match series against Colorado, and we're closing this rubber match series out right now. 4 game stretch with the Rockies. Keela. Let's watch this right here. Now this is absolutely impressive. I was amazed and astonished by the consistency. No wasted pitches. Right in. We're talking about one of the best in the game. That's Arenado right there. That's Nolan Arenado. Right at him. 3 pitches. Another big bat, Trevor Story. First pitch, fastball in the zone. Now, one swing to bat could change this game. And all these dudes, the two dudes that he's faced, both have that type of ability. Still, challenge fastball, up and in. Relentless approach to getting in the zone. Seems to have a one pitch at a time mentality. 3 pitches. Good night. That's 6 pitches, 2 outs. Like, this is what you want your closer to do. This is how you want your closer to come in the game. Oh, first ball. Okay. So he does have a ball in him. Okay. Cool. Boom. Wow. Good piece of contact from a good hitter, because the tough part of the lineup, we're talking about the middle of the lineup. Got a starter with a win, which is excellent. Musgrove comes out with the dub. But I just love the fact that was an 8-pitch inning. I love it. I love that. 6 pitches for 2 quality hitters that could have changed the game in one swing. 2 pitches to get out of the ball game. That's excellent. It's an excellent way of going about it. And it was a series win, not a sweep, but a series win coming into it. Actually, we played them back-to-back series, it looks like. No, that was a series win. That's right. 4-game of a series. Yes. Cool. All right. So now this is we're gonna face the Cardinals. This is a division game, right? Division. I won't say rivalry, but I will say it is a division foe. And when your lineup is up and down, you definitely want to face other teams outside of your division, because each division win and loss have so many parameters. You are put in such a bind, because now you're fighting the uphill battle in multiple aspects. Yeah, you're still fighting the potential I need to wild card, or I can possibly get in the wild card, which is the entire league or the entire National League. But you're also facing the challenge of, working towards winning your particular division. And we're facing Dakota Hudson. And he's like a 4th starter for the Cardinals. And again, it was just hard to watch guys just not really getting rewarded. Sometimes not getting rewarded, like D right there, for solid contact at the beginning of the game, and not getting rewarded for that. And then other times, just working counts, working at bats, different things of that nature, and then not getting rewarded in those aspects. So it's multiple reasons behind it, but I can't I can't discredit, not fault, but I can't discredit Dakota Hudson. Dakota Hudson pitched an excellent game. He came out with the bulldog mentality, kept it around the zone. He was definitely worked all those pitches quality, got good contact but not great contact, which was something that, I won't say that, like I said, I don't think we swung and missed as much this game as previous games, which, like I said, still early in the season, so I'm expecting some of these swing and misses to happen. But the one thing that I would want is for us to have a little bit more chance to get rewarded on some of these hard pieces of contact, which we're just not, man. A lot of hard pieces of contact, right? Ag people, a lot of things, a lot of balls being hit where we can't take advantage of it. Some of our best contact being made with nobody on base, and those things make it extremely challenging to get through a game. So this is our first inning. I show the entire first inning. For the most part, the entire first inning, generally speaking, just due to the fact that like you when you're skipping ahead and branching ahead as much, you don't get a chance to get a real feel for what's happening with the lineup or what's happening in these at bats. So it's good to be able to see it. Now we got Brandon Waddell on the mound. Or Waddell, but I believe it's just Waddle or Waddle. Brandon Waddle on the mound right now, and he's our fourth starter. Only lefty in our rotation, our starting rotation right now, and he's the question mark as well. He's the guy that I want to see more. I want to see how he's going to attack being a young fourth starter. He just got a recent contract extension, and we want to build something with him. Like we know there's better lefties out there, but we also understand that you have to be willing to develop your guys. As he gives up back-to-back hits, one by Colton Wong and the other by I think it was Ottoman. And there's Goldie jumping out of here. So that's not the way you really want to start a game, but it's also understood that Paul Goldschmidt is a monster. So when you hit to the degree of a Goldie, like, you can't make many mistakes. And that first pitch was something similar to a mistake, even though it was a take. And then the second one he made him pay on for sure. So but he's a young arm. To see how he battles, to see how he comes out from giving up or getting roughed up right there. Okay, so he comes back with a strikeout, which is excellent. Like you just want to see how they challenge themselves. Tough, well hit ball. Jeez, infield single, CNI single at the bottom of the second inning. As we jump ahead a little bit, it's a 3-0 ball game. Pop up to the catcher. We got a young catcher. He turns and fires to third for some strange reason and throws the ball in the left field. Now the guy advances into second base. So we have runner on second, one out. And we have Tommy Edman. Edman can be a thorn in size. It's 2 outs. Edman drives ball caught. Man, got out of it. All right. So that was interesting to say the least. But nonetheless, we still got out of it unscathed. So he did get a 0. Let's see if we were able to do anything with that 0. And again, hard hit balls, finding gloves. And there was an excellent play right here by O'Neal. O'Neal diving, laying out, full extension right there for that play right there. That's what you want. That's what you want from your team. The hustle you want from your team. And as a pitcher, that's what you want from the guys behind you. You want them to lay out, give it all for a chance for an out. And they got a little pitcher on pitcher crime right here, 2-2 count. A lot of twos actually, all twos on that one, right? So little deuces is wild contact right there. And he got a little spray and play right here for D. Gordon, who does it probably the best in the business right now, as far as just taking a pitch and going the other way with it. But unfortunately, all for naught as Cole Tucker hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Easy 6-4 put out. And now we have to face that man again. Jeez, at the top of the order. So, well, the one plus is he's hurt you once already. So, like that's you can let that, that is not a very good spot right there. I mean, he's hurt you once. because of that spot right there. So if you can stay out of anything near that spot, that'd be excellent. Oh, well. And Goldie goes the other way with the pitch. So now we have two home runs given up by Waddle. But again, bounces back, gives up nothing else that inning. And, you know, it's just been a Paul Goldschmidt show, really. If you really think about it, it's been a Goldschmidt show. Goldschmidt and Edman. Edman has done his just due, and Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt is a monster, though. Oppo Taco, that's amazing. All right, so now we're in the bottom of the fourth. Routine. Very pedestrian for those particular innings. You know, a couple of scratches on some well hit balls in the gap or whatever. But like nothing too much to go home with. And this right here is interesting. So it was supposed to be a pitching change, and accidentally I accidentally left the player in the game. Accidentally left who was this up there? Marwin Gonzalez. Marwin Gonzalez ended up finishing an inning with a strikeout and 2 ground ball putouts. And it was just like, it was a debacle all the way through. It's just hard to imagine like a more uneasy game. It's hard to imagine a more uneasy game, just due to the fact that it was just so many things that just consistently seem to go wrong, whether it be like this at bat right here, starting off 3-0. And then ended up striking out. Like, these are the things that were happening within this game that just consistently happened. And innings would just go by. Innings would go by. And we just had no answer. We found no offense. Finally, we can get some ray of hope when we get a big swing from Adrianza to give us something going, something.
Great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense.
At this present stage, it's just seeming like we're just playing, and we're playing ourselves to get on to the next game. And this is the opening game of the series, so it's going to be trying, because if they feel like they can shut us out, then they feel like they got the formula, and with that, it makes it a very, very tough. So that was it. As far as for the excitement for the team, that was it. We end up ending that inning, and the remaining innings a little bit more on the pedestrian side of things, and we show a little bit of hope when Alex Reyes comes into the game. Good velo, young guy though, and again, he stays hot, finds a way. D. Gordon hits the ball down the line, ends up with a leadoff triple. Now, I said, leadoff triples are great momentum builders, but down 5 runs in the top of the 8th inning, we're running out of outs, so we need something extremely big. And a leadoff triple is a start in the right direction. So we want to make sure that we cash in as quick as we possibly can with that, but extend it and see if we can now make the first out. Cole Tucker comes up, and these are our woes. Runner on third base, prime opportunity to cash in a run. Now, truth be told, you don't need a hit, but we would love one. We get a pop up to the second baseman. Soft line drive, pop up to the second baseman. Can't execute. Didn't get a run in, so that out was ineffective. Ineffective outs. And this is what's making me think, like, do we need to make moves? Do things need to happen? Because I know I know that the head man's not happy. I know Mr. Bonds is not happy with the things that are happening right now, especially with the fact that his big bopper, the one that he decided that he wants to keep here, is struggling. Which you get that. It may be the pressure of being financially compensated. Sometimes that happens. As we get a pass ball, and D. Gordon does it himself. So he just makes a run happen himself. He was his own rally. Brian Reynolds comes up and hits a piece. A good piece of contact right there. I say it. Honestly, that ball was yellow. Puig comes right behind him, puts the ball in almost exactly the same spot. And we're thinking we got something rolling. 2 outs. We still got 4 outs remaining. We got 3 runs to score in 4 outs. It's possible. We get another base hit right here. Changes the game. Giovanni Gallegos did not see that as a possibility. He came in with the mindset that he was going to close this show, and did. So he got out of that first inning. Alvarado puts a guy on, but honestly, Alfaro with the nice throw get a guy hung up to end the 8th, and Gallego closes the show. Didn't want to have a long ball game, and this is how we end our game against the Cardinals, division team. Like I said, a division foe, won't say rivalry, but nonetheless, we still need to get these division wins. The more division wins, the earlier we get them, the better it is for us. Possible moves to be made, just because things need to be, even though it's early, you never know if you need to shake things up, man, just because you don't want to end up with monotony. So do more today than you did yesterday. Be better tomorrow than you were today. And if you run into any issues, you'll handle it. I'm saying you'll figure it out. I know you will. Hey, keep it up. Peace.